All right, it's time now for the wild dogs to rise and show us a bit of action and show us what they're made of. After having such a long day of sleep, they just rose up. Just see how when the first thing they do when they rise up is to greet each other and all what's going on there. Those are the greeting ceremonies. Those are the rituals they will do once they are up. I do not know whether they want to make a move, and this will be very interesting. After having them here the whole day, they might rise and just decide to take off. Next, you'll see the main dominant pair. What will happen now, they'll start urine marking, and I can smell the urine from where I am, and that will be done by the male and the female. The hippos keep interrupting every time these wild dogs do something. And I would guess the one with the collar there could be one of the dominant ones, and that makes it easier for the male to be followed by people researching on it and getting the right data on their whereabouts, their behavior, to locate them if anything would happen to them. Jay, your question is, what is the... Whoops. Something spoke to them there. I'm not sure it's a hippo again. Jay, your question is, what is the favorite prey of the wild dog? It depends on what part you are in Africa. And for example, where we are here in Kruger National Park, the favorite prey for them are the impalas. I'm sure you know how the impalas look like. The impalas are number one. When you'd go to East Africa, I don't know why they're behaving like that. When you'd go to East Africa, Jay, their number one choice of prey would be the Thompson gazelle. So favorite ones here in Kruger National Park, impalas number one, and in Kenya, East Africa, will be the Thompson gazelles. We'll try and go around, closer to them there and find out what exactly they are up to. I do not know. There's something they're trying to deal with. Let's just get closer and find out what is it. Is it a standoff between them and the hippo, or what could be happening there? Let's see. There's definitely something going on there. Either there's a hippo in the water or a croc. What do you think, VM? Let's get a little close. That's a good angle, VM, for you. It's good. Let's find out what could be happening here and what they're up to. They're just trying to mock something in the water. They're like, come out, we're going to kill you, or come out, this is going to happen. And we can't see anything from where we are. VM, can you see anything there? Just to raise my height and get a bit of vantage point to see if there's anything I can see. And my guess would be, could have been a hippo there. Yeah, I can see a hippo head there. I'm not sure that was the concern. So again, what did Carl ask? Oops. Carla, good question there. Do the wild dogs bark like the domestic dogs? I don't think so, Carla. What would happen when you hear them call? I'll try and see whether they can make a call for you for the wild dogs, but it's quite different when they call. Just hang on for a minute, and I'll let you know, or just hear how the wild dogs just call as you enjoy that view there. It's a bit different, and they're not as loud as the wild dogs. Just keep enjoying them there as I try and get you the call. Can't get their call right now, but yeah, Carl, just want to tell you they're not as loud and they do not make the same call like the domestic dogs. Look, I'm getting very close to the car now. I don't know what they want to do. They're just coming surrounding us now. Look at them there. And I think it could be the time for the move. And if you look carefully, most of them are males. And it's time for them, I think, now to make a move, not knowing whether they would go and get some dinner. And very strange, after so many hours of spending time here in the waterhole, near the waterhole, I didn't see any one of them drink. You notice how they blend in very well there with the ground. As they walk, they're scaring away all the doves on the ground. And it could be time for them to go look for food. The lead matriarch, to me, I think, is just trying to make a dash or a run. And what beautiful life they got after having so many hours of doing a lot of nothing or resting. Magic Dragon, you'd like to know if a pack of wild dogs would hunt a leopard. I would say so. I haven't seen one, but I would say so because, I mean, like a pack of 8, what we have now, it could be very easy to bring a leopard down. But leopards being so swift and being climbers of trees, which they easily do, and wild dogs will not be able to do that, I highly doubt that will be a possibility unless they bump into it without seeing, and because of what you call predator competition, yes, they may hunt a leopard, and just again to make sure all the prey around them is their food. But I haven't heard of one particular case of that happening. Still going, and I think it's time now for them to start either planning or, you know, thinking of some early dinner or making plans to get some dinner. How lucky to have had them. One very characteristic of the wild dogs is the white tail. I have never seen a wild dog without a white tail. All of them will always have that, I would say, iconic white tail. They all got different patterns on their bodies, and each one of them is different from the other. But we'll try and make a loop here and see where they could be going, because it could be action time, and who knows?